the neighborhoods were, and you played in your neighborhood. The people on Smith Hill played with them. They were from Spartanburg, and they were kind of a clan amongst themselves. This was Columbia Heights. The people that settled this area were from Columbia, and this was the first summer development here on this hill. The people from Columbia, and we played together. The people that were on Shands Hill, they played together. We just didn't. I don't. It was not snobbery, but people knew each other from home, and there wasn't the transportation. One on Louisiana, that was another group of people that had summer houses on, and it was more eclectic. They were from several places in South Carolina around, and there was the clergy houses. There were two houses owned by the diocese. One was Diocese of South Carolina, one by Diocese of Georgia, for their clergy to stay in the summer. And next to them was the house that was owned by, that had been built by a family, the Cornish family from South Carolina. And the original one of them had been a minister, and that was the connection there. And one summer, the girls of my generation were here. Dorothy and Sally, and there was another one. There were three girls, and we referred to them as the Cornish girls. One of the girls is still living. She lives in Arizona, and she comes back every summer, and she lives in the family home, and she sings in our church choir, and she's a part of Saluda. Again, she goes back over 100 years in family as a summer person. But we went down Charles Street was where it is, but the extension to downtown was, you ended up in the alleyway between Robert Pace's store and the I don't know what that building next. It was the bank then. I don't remember it as a bank. It was just a store. The bank closed in the 30s, and I don't remember it. But we ended up there, but we did not go where the road is paved now that goes down to the telephone thing. It was over to the left, closer to Robert's store. And that, when people stopped walking downtown, they stopped using that path. And behind Robert's store was the mill. It was a flour mill that at one time, and we were told it was not in operation. You could go and you could look through the cracks in there, and there were great cobwebs, huge, wonderful, mammoth cobwebs all the way to the ground. And we went down every morning and every afternoon, and we all met and greeted. During the years when we had the drugstore, that was where we waited. We were hung out in the drugstore until some summers we had a post office box. Some summers we had to wait and get it general delivery. That was really bad, because when it was general delivery, you had to wait until everybody's mail was put up, and then you could go stand in line and get it. But if you had a box, you stood in front of your box, and when a letter went in, then you opened your box and you got yours out. And I have the front of one of the boxes that at one time was, we did not have the same number every summer, but the last number that we have, I have the front with the little dial on it, with the little thing that's been made into a little box, and it's a bank that has money in it. But we, oh, it was the meeting and greeting. That was where the teenagers met and waited and hung out and talked. Oh, it was wonderful. And we went down every day, twice a day.